The album.
I remember he sings the blues and all that.
Terrible.
Yeah, absolute garbage. But that song, Do the Bartman.
I loved it.
I remember. I'll never
Is it
forget.
Michael Jackson?
Oh, I can't remember. I don't know.
Is it Michael Jackson singing? Or did he write that?
I don't know.
I heard he wrote that.
It's way too deep for Do the Bartman for me. I have no idea.
We've also done.
We'll look that up.
We've also done Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I haven't done personally, but
Well, you could have.
if I got me dancing,
Maybe-
it was
maybe-
better. If I was
maybe-
a better dancer. I would've got
Maybe your
there.
parents had sent that videotape that the neighbours recorded on early enough. But yeah, Do the Bartman.
I'm going to give you free tickets to the concert. You're so ignorant. Go on.
I remember hitting my sister in the head with a tape recorder because I wanted to
tape
record
recorder?
that song. A whole tape
She's
recorder.
still alive. Some of the things you said you threw at your sister.
Oh, I hear it with guitar and all, and I hear it with a guitar, once an electric guitar, and I hear
Electric guitar?
Yeah, and her hair got caught up in the tuning pegs, and I ripped it out and left a big bald spot in her head. I hit her with a bucket. I threw a red hot curry into her face one day, and she called me granny. She called me granny, not even me ma, because she knew me ma wouldn't do it, because I've been battering her for years. Not a bad way. It's just sibling rivalry, which is also, I believe, a song on The Simpsons.
It is. Oh, it all comes full circle. It's almost like the conversation wants you to get back to. No, hang on, no, was that me? Yeah,
That was you, Terence
There's
from
not-
Derby.
Yeah, it reminds me of like when you live with a whole family. It's you really do sort of miss those. Oh Jesus, no, this is too schmaltzy. Move on. What's your next one?
My next one is a song from 1962.
Don't have feelings.
I was not alive. I didn't even live in my dad's balls back then. It's the Contours. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you really love me?
I don't like that song.
Do you not like that song? No. I'm going to tell you exactly why I like that song. You ready?
Yeah.
2 words that should really be 3 words.
Terence Trent D'Arby.
Not far off. Teen Wolf 2.
Oh yeah.
Teen Wolf 2. I am probably the only person on earth who prefers Teen Wolf 2 to Teen Wolf 1. I know Teen Wolf 2 is shy. I know.
But Teen Wolf is shy.
Teen Wolf 1 had a...
I said like Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf is shy. It's actually, you know what? That movie I don't think has a... You know, movies have to have an area of conflict. I don't think there's one in that movie.
Does he not have like a...
Gang against him? Don't think so.
No, because he's playing basketball, isn't he? And there's like a bold fella on his basketball team that thinks he's shy because he's short. I don't remember.
I think it's like just flows without any... I think it just...
Is the wolf not the conflict because he doesn't want to be a wolf?
I think he really enjoys slamming, dunking all the baskets.
Pretty much. I remember the end of it when like there's no music.
hairy
We're talking about
baskets.
Teen Wolf 1, by the way, here.
Yeah. Despite what you're...
It's what I was just saying. Like, there's a bit where it just goes silent and where he turns into a wolf on the basketball court, and he goes from human to wolf in like a split second.
Covered in blood.
Even though
sinew.
but even
Oh, no,
though
that's
earlier
American
on,
Werewolf.
even though earlier on the film takes him ages to change.
Yeah.
When this he just does it in the bounce of a ball, and he just starts kind of
Maybe it's based on
dribbling.
adrenaline. Or how many people are watching.
Or how close it was to his last wank, because he was in the Jacks for a while there, and the first time he turned into a wolf. So I don't know. But Teen Wolf 2 was about boxing.
Is it?
Yeah, he's a boxer.
I know it has Jason Bateman because
He plays
the
wolf.
They couldn't get him back in for the second one. There's no point.
I think they got the
Oh,
father
isn't
back.
it? It's supposed to be Michael J. Fox's cousin.
I
Not
don't
his,
remember.
not his cousin.
I
but
don't
the
remember. I
characters.
was only thinking this earlier. I don't remember.
They got.
I know
You're
the
right. They
father.
got yeah, because he comes to stay, and the other one's gone off or something.
I think there's only 2 people from the original movie in Teen Wolf 2.
that's
But there's a bit where he like dances or something or plays guitar. I don't know what he does.
Throws a
but he
guitar at his
does.
sister.
He does. Yeah, batters his guitar with a fucking curry. Batters his guitar with a curry. What? Anyway, that song, "Do You Love Me?" I can do the mashed potato. I can do the twist. All that. For some reason, I fucking love that song. From when I heard it in Teen Wolf 2.
I like that bit, the mashed potato, but the "Do you love?" It's repeated too many times.
Yeah,
It
that's a
hurts me.
Berry Gordy song.
Is it?
Yeah, David Hasselhoff sang it in Baywatch in 1992 as well, like on the TV show. Yeah, Teen Wolf 2 was 1987, so it would have been like peak, like younger.
Berry Gordy was Michael Jackson's manager, wasn't he?
There you go.
I'm gonna stop.
Um,
I'm just poking the fucking
was he
bear.
also Noel Rodgers? Fucking,
Poking the bear, yeah.
yeah, so 1987 that came out, but even to this day, I still love that song. I just think it's a little pop banger. I love it, but for some reason, when I think of that song, I just think of Teen Wolf 2, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really remember anything else about Teen Wolf 2.
No.
And I'm also not going to lie to you, I had a little route around earlier, and I couldn't find any reference to Teen Wolf 2 with "Do You Love Me" by the Contours, so I might have just invented the whole thing.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't remember from that, but I'm gonna.
I might
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm
because-
hoping that my brain did not fuck it up.
Well, at least if it's a lie, it won't. It's not down on record or anything. Oh, hang on.
Won't live on forever digitally.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Contours, "Do You Love Me." It just reminds me of that film, which reminds me of going to the video shop and renting films. Because nobody really went to the cinema. Because I think it cost about £80 to go to the cinema back then. And but yeah, it just reminds me of going to like the shitty fucking, not even like Extravision or anything like that. Do you remember like the local like news agents would have like a little back
section
area
down the back,
that they'd have like maybe 100 movies.
Some of them were bootlegs, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
A lot of them
garbage. But there was like every area had like a video shop.
Yeah.
And if you were lucky, you know, your ma, your dad, your grandmother, whoever, your auntie, your uncle.
So trusting back then, people, weren't they?
Yeah, of course.
The news agent didn't have to have a card.
Nothing
They
like that,
I think
no.
they just have to know you.
You just knew
Your
you.
address. You might as well write your address down or something like that.
And you rented it out for like 1 night or 2 nights.
Yeah.
It was like £1 or £2 a night.
Have to rewind it.
Oh, you had to rewind it. They put stickers on it. Please rewind. Be kind, rewind.
Be kind, rewind.
Yeah. Right, what's your next one?
I'm not going to lie to you. I changed it in mid-podcast.
Okay.
Which we never do, and I never would normally do. But I had ABBA down, and ABBA are just going to keep coming up for me. I think it's well established. I talked about how much I loved them as a kid. But you reminded me when you said getting up out of bed to dance, and the song that definitely deserves to be on this podcast more for this is Boney M. Rasputin.
Oh, yeah. Mara Rasputin.
I learned the little Cossack dance. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the little fucking...
Yeah, when you get down on your hunkers.
Yeah.
The Slavic fucking dance.
The fucking Russian
Calves of
dance,
steel. Yeah, the Russian dance. So I used to be able to do that as a kid.
Rasputin's a killer song.
It's just one of my favourite songs of all time.
it's super.
And that's one of the songs I would have been listening to from a baby until now.
Now, yeah.
Not like some of these are
Stayed with you.
90.
No gap.
No gap.
Yeah.
So I would have been listening to this when I was like, without understanding what ears and
You
music
told me
and brain
before,
were.
that's like your family's Christmas song or something.
Was, yeah. Like a Christmas party song.
Yeah.
So that would be played like 2 or 3 times a night at the Christmas parties that my family would have. And as a kid, I thought it was one of those songs you grow over. I never grew over. I never want to grow over. It's one of my favourite songs of all time. The intro, and it just breaks down to the drums and claps.
I was only thinking about
And
this
then back
recently.
into the riff,
Yeah.
and then into a new intro.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. It's like that wasn't even the real intro.
Down. I was only thinking about this recently as well, that the intro to that song doesn't make sense. I don't know how you write something like that.
Yeah, it's like they
musically.
abandoned the song,
Yeah.
but they left that bit.
Yeah, like they had a little bit floating around.
And they just realised, it's in the same key. Just leave it on there.
Hanging in there.
Leave it on there, yeah.
That's super. You're right. You're dead right.
And
Black German people.
black Germans.
What the fuck? Like,
A lot. Like everyone knows they're black because I've been having eyes.
they're
and
on the
been able
cover.
to see
Like,
pictures of them.
being a human, you
A
can
lot
see
of people
them.
don't know that they're German.
Yeah, German.
Made by Frank Farian, who did Milli Vanilli
Yeah.
as well. I believe he sang a lot of it. I think.
Maybe. I know currently there's about 4 different versions of Boney M doing the
There's at
rounds.
least 4.
Yeah.
There was almost one per original member broke off into a
And just done their own
splinter
versions.
groups,
Yeah.
like the real IRA and
the,
the real Boney M's.
the PIRA. Pyra, as we used to call it. Yeah, you're dead right. You're dead right. Chopping ABBA out for that is a good move.
I had to because ABBA's going to come up again and again and again
Course.
for other reasons. But I think we did.
Boney M might know.
I don't think. Unless we're doing it. Did you know that they were from Germany?
Yeah, but it's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Wrecked it.
It's weird. I think I'm looking at the list and it's the only one. It's the oldest song. I think that's like.
What year is that?
I think it's 77 or 78. I
Yeah.
could be wrong about that because again, research for that one is not happening because it's on the fly. I would have listened to that my whole life. That's the only song on the playlist that I didn't. Well, not that I didn't discover Terence Trent D'Arby either, like that, you know. But as a kid until
Handed
now,
it, yeah.
and every time I hear that, I feel great. And it's not really played enough. There's a metal cover of it that's too fast. I don't like it. I remember I was working in clubs and that came out and everyone was like, "Will you play the tourist ass version?" I'm like, I'd actually sooner play the original.
Yeah.
And everyone will be happy with that.
Yeah.
The metal one is too fast. It's just ridiculously.
Some songs don't need covers.
No, it doesn't. No, if they could have done it right, just a bit of heft. But even at that, it has a guitar riff in it. The original. Boney M. Rasputin. You can tell I just thought about this and have nothing more to say about it other than it is possibly one of the greatest songs of all time that didn't make it onto our greatest songs of all time list. But it is. absolute
it's a
Christmas childhood for
Yeah,
me.
it's a tiny bit gimmicky, but it doesn't take away from
silly.
it. Doesn't take away from it.
It's about Rasputin.
Yeah.
That's mad. A pop song about Rasputin. But what's what the 70s and 80s were just mad shit. And they do the crazy voices, you know, they break it down.
You are born.
No, but it turns into like a news report
Yeah.
in the middle of it.
Yeah.
His lust for women and all this. And then it's back into it. And it comes back back into it. You're just like, that little break, it's still going.
Is it a long song?
It is quite long. I'm pretty sure it's over.
6-ish?
No.
No?
No.
I don't remember.
I'll check when you're talking about your next one because
Yeah.
I'm dying to know. I really wish I'd put this in before ABBA. I had SOS by ABBA because it's an incredible song with so many brilliant parts to it. But as you were talking
It's
about,
6 minutes long.
it is 6. That was the intro. It was about a minute and a half.
There's a 7-inch version of it, like the disco cut. But the proper versions.
I think it's on Nightlife to Venus because I have that. I have the original of that.
It's the one where they're hanging out with Disco Ball, I think. Yeah.
So that's like not only. That's one of the only records I have. Not only did I listen to it my whole life, I have that exact record that it was played off.
Yep.
And like I have that. That's mine. No one can take that away.
The household version.
Try and kill them because I'm hard. Boney M. Who's your next one?
My last one
Your last
is Van Halen, Jump.
one. Dun, wow.
Came out in 1983. I was 2 years of age. But it's one of those songs.
That's earlier than I thought it was.
Yeah, so me too. I would have thought that was way later. To be honest with you, it was a toss-up between this and Final Countdown by Europe. Both of those songs were not necessarily important, but caught my ear.
Well, keyboard riff songs, and they both are generally played together.
Yeah, because they like you said,
Or at the end of the night, you get to choose which one of the
which
other.
one, yeah. Long-haired lads with synthesizers, but that generally didn't have synthesizers.
Final Countdown was always a good one because it has the word final in it.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, you always want people to jump.
Yeah, for some reason, Jump, it's not my favourite Van Halen song. I only really got into Van Halen years later. And but Jump was one of those, it was bigger than the band songs. You know what I mean? It was so big.
Absolutely. Like, I knew that song inside out, and at the time, I didn't really know much or anything about Van Halen.
Yeah. It would be the same. Like Van Halen, just the name. Yeah. You know when you're young...
I loved the video where he was right up in front of the camera for the whole video, wasn't he? And I thought,
right in front,
I mean, like, anyone would think he's a cool motherfucker. He's very cool.
I actually, of all the songs in this playlist, this is the one I done the most amount of research for.
Really?
Like, I read a paragraph. And the paragraph I read was very interesting.
That's more than I did in Boney M on the fly that I just thought of now.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot more.
So, where this song came from, okay? Space. This is where it gets kind of weird. So, the synth line apparently came from Eddie Van Halen was trying to learn how to play Kiss on My List by Hall & Oates, right? He was trying to learn the keyboards for that. Synthesizers were pretty new. He had this weird little synthesizer, and he was trying to learn how to play a couple of Hall & Oates songs, and he kept fucking up this song, Kiss on My List. And that's where the riff, that's where that came from. So apparently he recorded a little demo on his cassette player.
He called it Slits on My Wrist.
No, it's interesting. He kept trying to get the band to play it all the time. You know, he was like, lads, this is going to be killer. This song.
Oh, his version.
Yeah.
Right.
But just his little, just this riff that, and he had like a little drum machine and whatever little bullshit he'd done. Yeah. Like, it wasn't really a song, it was just a lot of riffs. I bet you
when he was showing to the lads, it didn't sound like it does in the recording.
No, absolutely not. But the lads were like, absolutely, no, we're the guitar band. Like, you're the greatest guitar player in the world. Like,
and you're bringing us a keyboard song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, simple.
So apparently what they done was, he waited till he had the whole band in like some car. They had some like big fucking limo or whatever the fuck it was, and they had one of their record producers in the car, and he just pulled his tape out, and he kept playing it. And they start talking about people committing suicide by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. And David Lee Roth turned around while this song is playing in the background, this little riff. They're talking about people committing suicide off the Golden Gate Bridge. David Lee Roth turned around and said, I bet you there's always one onlooker that says, go ahead and jump. And everybody looked at each other and went, hang on, that's good. So he started fucking messing around with the and he's like, go jump, and they straight back to the studio, recording it.
And the rest is history.
The rest is fucking history. Also,
so that came from, you know what? People have made jokes about that, like, if I saw someone, I'd just play the Van Halen
Do a
song,
backflip.
jump.
Yeah.
So that actually comes from that.